Have you seen someone who just started lifting for the first time and then 2 months in, they're already stronger than people who've been training for years? This isn't luck. It's not genetics. It's a well-documented biological phenomenon called newbie gains, and it's the single most powerful growth phase of your entire fitness life. Your body starts from zero. It has never been exposed to this kind of stress, which means you are as far from your genetic ceiling as you'll ever be, and that gap is pure untapped potential. To understand newbie gains, you need to understand what happens inside your body the moment you pick up something heavy for the first time. Your muscles experience damage they've never dealt with before. Your body is thrown out of homeostasis, the stable, comfortable state it works hard to maintain. The body's response is to overcompensate. It rebuilds stronger than before so it can handle that same stress more easily next time. This is called supercompensation. In experienced lifters, this signal is weaker, the body has adapted, it takes much more effort to trigger a meaningful response. But in a beginner, almost any training stimulus is new. The adaptation signal is loud, the response is fast. Here's something most people don't expect. In the first 2 to 6 weeks of training, the majority of your strength gains have nothing to do with muscle size. They come from your nervous system. Your brain controls your muscles through motor units, groups of muscle fibers that fire together when your nervous system sends a signal. In untrained individuals, the brain is inefficient at this. It recruits fewer motor units, fires them out of sync, and wastes a significant amount of potential force. Training teaches the nervous system to recruit more motor units, fire them faster, and coordinate them properly. Scientists call this increased neural drive. Think about the first time you tried a squat or a pull-up. Shaky, uncoordinated, you couldn't even feel the right muscles working. A few weeks later, the movement clicks. That's not bigger muscles. That's your brain getting better at using the muscles you already have. The strength comes first, from the nervous system. The muscle size follows after. Once the nervous system adapts, the body shifts into full muscle building mode. And this is where beginners have a serious biological advantage. After every workout, the body initiates a process called muscle protein synthesis. This is the mechanism by which damaged muscle fibers are repaired and rebuilt larger than before. In trained athletes, muscle protein synthesis stays elevated for roughly 12 to 24 hours after training. In beginners, that window extends to 48 to 72 hours. With consistent, frequent training, beginners are in a cumulatively high muscle building state almost continuously. The body isn't just recovering, it's upgrading. And it does this more aggressively in novices than at any other point in a person's training life. So how long does this window actually last? The first 6 to 12 months represent peak beginner progress. Gains in both strength and muscle are linear, consistent and predictable week to week. Every session produces a measurable result. After that, the curve bends. Progress doesn't stop, but it slows. This is the law of diminishing returns. The closer you get to your genetic potential, the harder your body has to work for each incremental gain. An advanced lifter may train for months to add a few pounds to a lift. A beginner can do that in a week. Understanding this tells you exactly how valuable the next few months are. There's a lot of BS on the internet about this newbie gains. Let me debunk some. First, the idea that you can gain 10 pounds of muscle in a month. Unlikely. When you start training, your muscles store more glycogen, which binds to water at a ratio of roughly 3 grams of water per gram of glycogen. The scale jumps, but it's not all muscle. Real muscle gain in beginners averages 1 to 2 pounds per month. Second, the idea that you just need to go hard every session. Intensity matters, but volume and progressive overload matter more. Consistently adding more work over time is what drives long-term growth. Random, all-out effort without structure is not a program, and the most common mistake of all, neglecting nutrition. Training creates the signal for growth. Protein and calories provide the raw material. Without adequate fuel, the signal goes nowhere. Training, nutrition, and sleep all have to be in place. The bottom line is, the beginner phase is a biological advantage that only exists once. Your nervous system is wiring itself for strength. Your muscles are responding to stimuli they've never encountered. Your protein synthesis window is longer than it will ever be again. This is not the time to skip sessions, chase shortcuts, or overtrain and get injured. It's the time to be consistent, eat enough, sleep enough, and let the science work.